Hey guys, it's Roxanne from RoxanneLynch.com. Hey, how's it going in your neck of the woods today? All right, so the guys and the girls, we have been talking about content creation that creates connection points with your audience that ultimately converts to more sales and more signups, so you guys can have a bigger, better, more blissful, less stressful business. All right, so I'm super excited to share some of these ideas because I've actually been really digging into them, and it creates so much more, I guess, less stress within our businesses, and to really be able to help more people. And we know that money follows value. So like all of this is going to tie together. I promise you. I'm just like so excited to share this. Let's pop into this because you guys know that this is what I love to do. Pop into your guys' world, share some ideas, share some tricks and tips and solutions to what we call that sunny side of life within our businesses. So whether you're part of my amazing team within social retail or your own beloved business out there, you guys are going to love today's sharings. Okay, so we are business owners. Do you have something, you can call it your side gig, it can be your full-time gig. It's just something that we love to do. Sometimes a little, sometimes a lot. If that is you, mash those emojis and shout it to the world. Because when we are building our businesses with purpose and intent, some magical things can happen. We have to be thoughtful. Okay, we have to be purposeful. We have to work with focus and very specific activities, so we know what we're doing, why we're doing it, so we can ultimately have a desired outcome. Okay, and that's what we really want to get, that idea first of all, that we can't build our businesses willy-nilly. And just kind of flying by the seat of our pants. And you know what? And if you are, I just want to let you know that it's okay. I am all about loving and embracing all. So if you don't want a big business, or you just want a little bit, it's okay. These little tips I'm going to share with you are still doable and applicable, okay? Because it's going to create less stress. You're going to have less frazzled feelings. You're going to it's not a specific daily method of operation, but it's just a little bit more thought, okay? Because ultimately, when we are putting our content out on Facebook or any other social media platform for existence, we are looking to do it for a purpose and a reason to create a response from your audience, from your friends, from your followers. You want them to feel something. You want them to think something. And so when we think about this, we have so much more power than what we think that we do. Because if we're purposeful and intentful, okay, so let's get on to this. So the content, okay, there's different ways that you can post your content, share your content. Now we have Facebook stories, of course, we have polls, and we can create questions where people can say yes or no, more info, tell me the details. We still have the front side of our Facebook feed. We have Facebook groups. So how we are sharing your content still comes down to those three main things. Okay, you're going to have your live video, you're going to have your written content, your copy, okay, your verbiage, and then you have images. Okay, and sometimes we mix the copy and the images together, and sometimes we mix the copy, the verbiage together with the video. So you have three ways of your content. So we think about that all the time. Now, when you're creating the connection points, those are your three mainstays. The sub-layer of those three is your energy, is your enthusiasm, is, your emotion of how you're going to connect, okay? So think about this. We can do that sometimes we can be the hot mess mommy, right? Or we can be the crazy bohemian gypsy grandma. We can be a little bit of an alpha. We can be in a rant. We can rant sometimes. Sometimes, we can create a little bit of drama. Sometimes we can create curiosity and intrigue. Sometimes we can be upbeat and humorful. Sometimes we can be empowering and adding that little bit of insights, and we're enlightening people. Sometimes we're educating. Okay, so all of those things take different energies, different emotions, different contexts of how we want to share it. Okay, when you start putting this together in your minds of how you can mix and match, there are 1,000 different ways that you can show up and share and create connection points. It's the connecting part that creates the little broken bits of me can fit with the little broken bits of you when I share the stories. Okay, the broken bits all together can create an amazing conversation. Okay, it's the connecting that creates the conversations, and ultimately it's only the conversations that can create the conversions of people wanting more information about your product, your service, or your opportunity. Okay, so it's those connection points then of how you want to share. Then you get to think about your audience. Okay, if your main audience are grandmas, when would a grandma want to watch a live video? When would a grandma want something that is inspiring or empowering? When would that grandma have more time to read? When would a young mommy have time to watch a video? Okay, it's probably not early in the morning when she's trying to get her kids on the school bus or get breakfast in front of them. Live videos for young mummies, school age moms, might be in the evening when the kids are in bed. Okay, so that's when you might be strategizing to do your live videos. They might have more time if they are working full-time or part-time. The written content might be more during the daytime posts, or mixing and matching in the imagery in the morning for something empowering, or you're going to ask a question or get the mama bear rant going on a little bit, creating some drama and some conversation because they can read it, but they can't listen to the audio. Okay, when we think about that, we also can dig into learning styles. Okay, some of us learn via listening, right? Listening to your videos or a podcast. Some people are readers and they love to read. They still are textile and they want to be able to scroll and they want to read what you have. And some people are visual and they want to see an image. Okay, all of these different ways we can mix and match our content to serve your audience, to create the energies and the emotions and the feelings so they can have those aha moments of insight where they can feel what you're talking about. They can have those aha moments like, I get her. You become more relatable. They can understand what you're sharing. They can have that relatability. They can have that deeper understanding. You can strengthen the bonds of friendship and relationships by just sharing more of you and being more vulnerable online. There's nothing weak about sharing what has happened to you in the past, your past network marketing experiences, what worked, what didn't work, using your pains, your problems, your trials and tribulations of your past as wisdoms now online, where you're sharing your story, and it's your story, right? It's your story. It's okay to share your story. It's okay to confess falling down because that's relatable. That's understandable, okay? So it also allows for those different personalities, because we're not all just one personality. We're not all just blue personality. We're not all yellow personality. We're not all green, or we're not all red. We're blends of that. Okay, I have a little bit of red personality when I let the mama bear rant out, when I let her out and she gets all feisty. But it's not a big part of my personality. Most of me is a lot of yellow, a lot of blue, smidgen of red, and I confess I don't have a stick of green personality in me. I just don't. I I don't. It's not my thing, and yet I love to write steps down. Because I know green personalities love to read, and they want the facts and the data, and they want to tear things apart. And they want to understand it, and that's okay. So I've learned how to present my content in different styles, so then I can connect with different personality types, different learning styles, different people's schedules within their lives, playing and pulling on different people's emotions so they can get me. Okay, and if they don't get me, it's okay. This isn't kindergarten anymore or grade 5 where I expect everyone to be my friend. It's okay throughout our whole lives and relationships and business buildings to sift and sort, seek to serve. Okay, before you seek to sell, seek to serve. Okay, seek to understand their pains, their problems, their trials and tribulations, so you can connect with them and serve them. Okay, and the connections, when we think about that, that's where the conversations can come in, when someone gets you and understands you. And when I say that, hey, I get squeamish under pressure, so I would never do that to you, then they feel comfortable to reach out and ask me more questions about what the heck social retail is, or, maybe what the heck my collagen matrix is. You don't look like you're 50, Roxanne. You don't act like you're 50. So, tell me more about this collagen stuff that you talk about on occasion. So that's what you can create, those aha moments. So women will feel more inclined, more free, with less stress on their part also, to reach out and have some more conversations. Because sometimes when you're seeking those conversations and you're just sifting and sorting, you're just trying to make more friendships, deepen relationships, because gosh, we all know that we could use more friends in our lives. And it just comes from being a little bit more vulnerable, showing up a little bit bolder, a little bit brighter, and sharing what is going on within your world. Okay. So, I think when we're doing that and we're seeking to connect versus seeking the cash, and like I said at the beginning, money follows value, and value can be humor, value can be something that's going on within your world, or a life lesson that you've experienced from your childhood, or something that was taught from your grandparents. Sometimes it's an inspiration and you're sharing deeper insights about why it's meaningful, why that inspirational quote is meaningful for you. Using your own images, taking that quote and overlaying it on top of an image of you and your grandbabies or your kids or your flowers or your garden. Find a way to insert more of you online, and when you're sharing, making sure that you're using, especially with Facebook's ever-changing ways, have something in the first sentence or two of your copy, of your video, of your image, that is going to connect and have that person stop scrolling. So they're going to read more about what is going on within your world. Okay. Be different. Okay. Now more than ever, differentiate yourself from the norm out there by sharing more of you online and looking for all those different connection points of your broken bits to match and meet up with other women's broken bits, so then you can have more great conversations that are going to convert. Okay, so you guys have a fabulous evening. As always, if you got some goodness, you guys know what to do, and definitely you're welcome to invite a friend to watch this video, or even send it over to your favorite group so your team can get more of this daily goodness. Okay, and if you're scrambling and you're frustrated and you're still banging your head at not quite understanding what all of this attraction marketing thing is, or what it means to show up and be more vulnerable or authentic online, or trying to figure out how this is going to match building a business, just reach out. Send me a private message, or, drop, me below, however you want to do that. This is what I love to do. I love network marketing. I love helping women to the sunny side of life. And you guys have a fabulous evening, and I will see you guys all tomorrow right there. Bye, guys.